Hey gems, welcome back to my channel. This can be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And we'll see what's coming up around you in love. So please feel free to stick around. There won't be any extended versions to this reading. Other than that, let's have a look and see what comes up, Gemini. Okay, gems. Okay, and we'll use this deck as well. Oh, one card left over, gems. It's a sign. All right. Okay, I don't normally read the cards reversed, but maybe something new I ought to try. The Queen of Swords is reversed, okay, and then you have the High Priestess. Okay, Gemini, you're fighting to make something work potentially, okay? Queen of Swords, communication has been off, reversed, okay? So you can see that she's actually shut the beak, and I feel like reversed, that's very, very fitting. You've kept silent about something, or there's someone here who's keeping silent about an issue. You're hesitant to talk about something, or you're hesitant to push something. Because there you are, you're as the Page of Swords, you've got the Ace of Swords here as well, gems. So, I mean, it could be that you're fighting against your own thoughts. You might be trying to convince yourself of something else at this point in time. There may be a part of you that's feeling like you have to fight for something, but then you feel bad, the fact that you need to fight so badly for it. You feel like maybe you're giving something too much here to someone that may not necessarily understand your value. So you may be feeling undervalued, or you feel like you need to fight your way through into someone's heart, or fight to get into someone's mind so they can understand what it is that you're trying to promote here. Ace of Swords can be having the courage to say or something or fight for it. The Page of Swords looks to the Ace of Chalices. Some of you, it could be a Cancer coming back in, or you're hesitant because of the past somehow. But the Ace of Chalices can be renewal, okay? So if there's been a lot of fighting, or if you've sort of gone separate ways with someone, okay, because you're building solid foundation and build foundations where you previously didn't have many. But I wonder here if you're going a little bit overboard. Can be with an earth sign, Taurus, Cap, Virgo. The scales can be Libra. And you can see that this is all about giving, Gemini. I think you've given or invested quite a bit. Okay, you've tried to be fruitful. The High Priestess is here, so on some level you feel like the person that you're with, or that you're connected to in love relationships, is very significant, almost a part of your destiny, with the High Priestess. So seeing that makes me think that you've tried to plant seeds, maybe, in someone's mind. You've tried to give them ideas, but it's been subtle, Gemini, because the Queen of Swords is reversed. It's not like you've had this massive conversation and you've made things very obvious. You might have been more subtle about it, but doesn't mean that deep down you're not fighting for something. You are, but I think a part of you is doing it in a very subtle way. And it's almost like the strength to keep your mouth closed, or the strength to not say anything, Gemini. For some of you, there might be something up, but it's almost like you're scared to say it because you might freak out your person, the person that you're dealing with. You might shock them, you might upset them, and yeah, okay. So I think in order not to upset someone, or to avoid upsetting them, you've kept your mouth closed and haven't said something. Or you'll have to bite your tongue, Gemini. Maybe you don't want to put someone else in an uncomfortable position, see how they're begging. Or you don't want to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Now, it could be with a Leo, could be with a Leo, or this is the time of Leo, which does follow Cancer. So we come into the time of Leo at the end of July. So for some of you, this is a turning point, or it's like beginning the time of Leo. You may, keep silent about certain things that are bothering you, maybe. Because a part of you maybe wants to work on the positivity, okay? The part of you wants to put the past with this person somehow. Something that has happened in the past that hasn't sat well with you. I think in this column, it could indicate that you're ready to sort of let that go and instead focus on the good, instead of, yes, this could be forgiveness, okay, trying to forgive or forget something here. But then a part of you is also, in doing that, gems, a part of you is also going to be that Ten of Pentacles here. To build solid foundations, this is security, this is plenty. And see how that Ace of Swords emerges from the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're determined. You're determined to rebuild or build for the first time. I say rebuild because you have two aces. But you feel like your communication, the butterflies are communication, your communication. I'm going to move this camera actually. That's better. You may feel like your communication here, you're sort of playing with fire or you're testing the waters. You feel like you might push someone's buttons by saying certain things, and that's why you may decide to not say anything at all. The Queen of Swords keeps silent in this scenario, and maybe that's where you'll have to really channel your strength, is to not say anything or not to become, you know, anxious about something and then blurt it out in the moment. Maybe take time to cool off. The Strength card can be quite a charged energy. So some of you, if there is something you feel like saying, voicing your concerns or saying something, admitting something right now may cause friction, it might be wise to just take time out and sort of muster your strength before you speak or before you find the right words. It's almost like it's a case of there's no right words. Well, there's no easy way to say this. It's like there's... however you say it, it's still going to come across a certain way, and I think that's where you're plagued by anxiety and not actually wanting to say anything. So there's no, it's almost like there's no easy way to say this. You might even use those words, or someone you're connecting to romantically could use those words with you. There's no easy way to say this. High Priestess can represent a pregnancy, a prophecy, but you can see walking away here, planting the seeds, breadcrumbing, possibly Gemini. You might be breadcrumbing someone, leading them on, giving them false hope. Perhaps someone might be doing that to you. Again, the breadcrumbs dripping here and then the seeds left behind. Definitely a trail that's going to lead you to something, Gemini. But I get breadcrumbing, and like there's no easy way to say this, so you sort of might feed it to them very subtly, or like give them really subtle signs about whatever this is. And I think that's why it may be coming up for you.